Hey, welcome back. So today I wanted to show you what I've been working on. So I mean, I'm not a big, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, what I've been working, I was gonna say not a big mod guy. That I lied. That's not even remotely true. So I have been working on, let's say, oh wait, I was gonna put something up, wasn't I? How do I do that? Oh, I don't have a key command for it. Hold on. I've been on, let me see if I can pull this up real quick. Playing on BBS Frosty Water Salvage. It's pretty hard. It's a water world. It's on an ice planet. So yeah, it's fun, but very difficult. I died a couple times, barely getting started. Yeah, they got multiple different crafts you can start with. And he's got an economy. Here, I'll turn this off real quick and jump back in there. He's got an economy that Isaiah is making where you can buy a bunch of boats. So I said, he's like, hey, can you make any boats? I'm like, dude, I don't know anything about Waterworld, man. But this one was my first one. Check this out. So my first one, is it getting dark? No, storm. I was like, he's like, maybe a blow pad or something, or a jet ski or whatever you call them. I'm like, well, yeah. Anyway, I tried the jet ski thing. I'm gonna have to do it again because it takes a lot of air space to get this freaking thing to float. I have to put this one in the water. I was able to test it, and now it's up here. I had to bring it back in the shop. And then I started working on a couple other ones. This one's pretty simple. I mean, it's got the basics. Not a lot of goodies on it, right? So I don't know what he's selling it for or something like that. I don't know what the pricing is. I haven't really messed with any of that. Matter of fact, I don't remember ever buying anything in 14,000 hours plus on this game ever at the stations. I never bought anything. So yeah, but I did make a nice little walkway here to get down to the water. The wolves were getting in this way, and they were harassing me for a while. I got my giant solar array over there, tracking the sun. That thing's huge. But anyway, so I got that one to work. And I was like, let me try something else. Anyway, this is my little emergency power backup situation there. So I made this guy. Right? Let me just give you a peek on the outside. It comes with two guns. I have no idea about pricing or anything. That is none of my business. I don't even care what he does. It's simple looking. I think it's, I don't want to say elegant, but kind of, pretty neat. And it has a cockpit right here in case you want to enjoy the weather or whatever. And also, it's got one up there in the crow's nest. I was like, hey, let me use one of those other kind, the stand-up, I forget what you call this, a helm. So you can also drive it from here. You can keep an eye out for the pirates. You get your buddy up here looking around. I don't know, I thought it was pretty cool. Then what we had, the good stuff is all below deck. Yeah, I did these guns. I know. There was something about, I don't know. You can always redesign. So I got this airlock working so it don't sink, right? Although I am connected at the moment. Not a bad, chamber, really. I mean, you might as well use this space. I was like, wait a minute, does it have to be? And he goes, well, if you open the door, it'll sink. Well, I guess some of them, you can fly underwater, right? I mean, you can just go down because obviously some bad guys are going to be on the bottom of the water. Anyway, you can pilot from here too. So you also have this little guy. And then you have like multiple screens right there you can load up. A couple of cryos for you and your buddy. You got your starter kit, which doesn't do much. And this is an actual hard server, so I don't know. You got air tank, you got O2H2, you got the engine. On the bottom of the boat, right under there, is the new flat collector, which I guess on Waterworld will turn into ice. So, and I got a big medium cargo here. And all those are small cargoes on both sides. You got air tanks. You got hydrogen tanks. I think they're in the back there. Plenty of gyros, computers. I got my airlock script going, and so yeah. I don't know. That was pretty cool. I got this little beware of the thruster damage zones. On that side. Wait, am I missing something over here? Hang on a second. Oh, wait a minute. Look, I got the 3 retrograde and then the side ones. And on the other side, I have to update that. I forgot to update the side over here, I think. Oh, no, it's the same. My bad. I thought I miscounted. And so more gyros. I kept adding some right here because I was like, this thing ain't turning quick enough. But it actually works really well. And I'll probably show that here in a minute how it works. But I want to go look at the other boat over here. Okay, here we go. My bad. We'll just edit that out. It never happened. Anyway, we go down the boardwalk here to this other work area. And this, I was like, look, can I make one of those hydrofoils? I'm still working on it. I got it kind of working, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. But look at all these connectors, because you never know where the water level is going to be, right? So I was like, I'm just going to put a row of them, because believe me, I was on that second one during a storm, so I don't know. Anyway, we can walk right up here. You got a helm for the outside, 1 solar panel. You got some windows looking down inside. You got some windows on the sides. I can't really see them from here, but I want to show you this hydrofoil thing, right? So I was thinking that I could, and look, I even put a couple of, I think I'm going to need like 8 to even, look, I even got them on overthrust, right? And nah, it didn't work. So I was like, okay, I'm not really sure how the friction works. Look, I'm new to this water world thing, right? So first off, yeah, but I was like, and maybe those aren't long enough, but I couldn't even get out that far. So yeah. Longer would be stupid. But I think I could do it. If I could just get up high enough with more thrusters. And right here you got the flat connectors, right, or collectors right there. It's pretty cool. Alright, let's take a look inside. Okay. Phew. Anyway, this is not the server. The server is an ice plane. This is just my own. Just to test out boats and design them or whatever. Anyway, you can come in here. Oh, I gotta crouch. This one was a little tight. But 1 cryo. Cockpit over here. You got some windows on the side, which is pretty cool. I use that cockpit. But you can change it out. No big deal. And whatever the hell you want on that display. Got my computer stations. A couple of small reactors. I got 4 large batteries. I think I only got 4. Yeah, 4. And I put them in different locations in case there's damage or something. If you get hit by a rocket, you don't want to lose all of them. I just hate it when everybody piles all their batteries together. I'm like, you know they ain't for those, right? Anyway, we got starter kit. This one actually has more storage. And I wanted to leave a spot that somebody could put a building repair, right? Because, I mean, you can buy building repairs on the server, but you gotta, they're so expensive. Oh, and you have to, they use those frames. So it's still I think a salvage or a scavenge thing running. But I don't know. This one's got a motor. This one's got extra reactors. But the 1 cryo. So it's kind of a one-man ship. But there are chairs in case you're taking a buddy. There you go. There's that one. And this actually works. But I think I might have to move this door that way. Like 1 more block, right? Because you saw how that outer door didn't shut with me in there. I had to crouch. I don't like it. I don't like it. So if I move that 1 more block, just to gap that area right there, 1 more block, I think it'll work. If worst case scenario, I might have to like put an angle block there so I don't get my backpack caught on that little thing there. Because I can't just, I don't think I can move well, maybe I can move the door and just leave the ladder where it's at. I don't know. I mean, I'd like to have a little place to, stand here and do some tippy tapping. Anyway, that's kind of what I've been doing. Somebody asked me, what the hell you been doing? I'm like, oh, yeah, I got a little sidetracked. A buddy of mine says, hey, do you make boats? I'm like, no. No, I don't even know how to design much. Most of my ships, if anybody ever paid attention, are, workable, right? I mean, minimal blocks, because it's mostly, scavenging, rescuing, that kind of thing. I mean, you don't need a lot of looking like a sports car thing, but that's kind of what I've been doing. I don't know. It's kind of neat. I mean, I'm not really good at the whole water thing. Let's take this guy for a cruise. I mean, look at the, it's, watch how it sits in the water. I can do it from up here probably. So that's how it rides in the water. You see how it fell down because the water was higher when I docked. It's crazy. It turns pretty good. Later. But if I try to go up, if I go down then up, that other one doesn't even go out of the water. I thought maybe there was like, you know, there's that one atmospheric where you could have planes with wings. Now I was going to see if he wants to load that on top of this one. And then maybe that would add up because I don't think the water, I think that it registers like air. I mean, really, why wouldn't it? I really kind of like this boat. Well, I mean, when you start off, he said there's a whole bunch of different starter ships, right? But I ended up getting a rinky-dink and dying. And then I got another rinky-dink and died. But everybody's like, no, there's this really good one. I can't, I don't know if there's a cooldown where you have to wait before you can suicide and get another one. I don't know. I haven't spent that much time on it. I just, once I died a few times, I was like, you know, I'm going to go play Roadcraft. So I did that for like, I don't even know how many days. I mean, long, long, long days. And then, so I'm like, let me take a break. And I'll get in here and start making some boats. And I'm going to make some more. And these are actually mine, so now that I'm showing them, nobody can steal them and say, look what I made! No, you didn't. Meko made that. I think I want to make some kind of jet ski looking thing where it looks small on top. Obviously, I'm going to have some kind of air pocket, right? I mean, so I was thinking, well, I could have a long, like a tunnel. Or, oh, wrong parking spot. Sorry, man! Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to have to work on that. But first I got to get the other boat out from the building area up there and down here. Give it its own dock or whatever. And I don't know why I pulled into the shallow lagoon. That kind of sucked. I mean, it's kind of deep. But not deep enough. Like I got a flat bottom. Could put a couple of mag locks down there or whatever, those flat ones. And then when you brush up against the dirt, look how shallow that is. I mean, goddamn. Yeah, didn't pick the best area to build things. Some might say, pull right in here and dock. All right, so yeah, I don't know, isn't that crazy? I don't know what gave me the idea to do this. Really, I think it's the guy asked, "Hey, does anybody know how to build boats?" Well, first of all, no, not at all. Sorry, I can't help you. Then I'm like, well, let's think about this for a minute. Okay, so I looked up some stuff, and they started talking about, you know, buoyancy, air. I was like, I don't care about that. So I just winged it, and the first 3 ships just sank right to the bottom like a stone. And I was like, okay, I got to think about this a little bit more. So I came up with these. I thought they were pretty cool. This one here is pretty cool. I just wish I could get that. Like, I should probably turn those thrusters off. Look at them just jam. Did you hear something? Is there sharks? Ah! Oh, no, it's my shadow. Anyway, I need to figure this out. Let me turn off the freaking thrusters real quick. I mean, I just have them for overdrive. Where are they at? Oh, yeah, let's turn those off. I don't want no misunderstandings when I try to park this later and totally forget. I'm going to put like 6 more on the bottom. If I can get this thing, here, I guess I could just drive this one for a minute. So this sits okay in the water. I mean, sure, on the inside, you see the water, right? But even underwater, as long as you have the air on, you can totally breathe. So that's kind of neat. I keep my helmet closed most of the time, but right now I have it open. Got to get a tan on my cheeks. So I don't know. I mean, I can kind of push down and then up. Hey, let me get to the side here. See what's going on with this. So that's down and up. I can almost... Oh, I turned off those thrusters, didn't I? So even with those thrusters on, I need to put those in my hotbar. By the way, so it kind of came up a little bit, didn't it? So I can kind of get the nose out of the water, mostly if I dive and come up. Look, so I can kind of do that, and that's what those thrusters automatically just pull. So I figure if I put some more on there, like maybe 6 more, I might be able to do it. But I would like to keep it so, you know, the fins stay in the water. But let's not get crazy. I don't have insurance. I don't even know if I took a blueprint of this. I should probably do that as soon as possible. It's not like I uploaded them to the, you know, Steam or anything. I just let him come in and take blueprints. I should probably do that though. Just to, you know, so people can grab them and then tweak them. I'd rather them have to come get them in here and take a blueprint. That would be kind of cool. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I won't put anything I build up there. I did the other day add, you know, large grid to small grid converters. They're really cool. They allow you to build small grid on the same exact plane as your large grid, be it a buggy or a boat. It seems like people are always, you know, oh, put the rotor down, change the head. No. But you can always look and see what I put up the other day. They're pretty cool. Oh, I can just show it to you. It's right there at the end of this dock, actually. Oops, sorry about that. That ain't bumping out. Oh wait, I didn't turn the thrusters off. Why am I not putting the thrusters in the hotbar? Where they at? These them? Up. Here we go. Let's these here, toggle on and off. There we go. Because my luck, I'll just totally forget. And then something bad will happen. It's just the way it is. Yeah, look at this thing here. So I built this thing. Well, I added all this later, right? But you can build right off of it using a large grid connector and then this one. Now, a lot of people might just throw it up there, turn on and hope for the best, right? Turn up the magnet. But if you want it straight, I built this base on it, right? So even in survival, you can just drop one on the ground and build all this around it and then use grabby hands to set it up right. And as soon as you push it over there, bam, it's just like it's on the same freaking grid. It's pretty amazing. And this one actually comes with a projector. Now, some servers use that special frame. You either got to find it or buy it or whatever, right? I hate that. It's just like a pet peeve of mine. But anyway, this one comes in on the blueprint, so you might not be able to. Depends on where you play. I mean, it's just the way it is. And I just put these lights up so I can see what the hell I was doing at night. I think it's pretty cool, though. I think it's pretty cool. Anyway, I wasn't going to make this long. I wasn't going to like build one on camera or nothing. I'm going to move this one over out to a dock and then start something new, but I don't know. It takes time. A lot of cussing. This is a lot of cussing when I'm building anything, really. I mean, have we met? No. Okay. Anyway, if we haven't met, I'm a cusser. And, but I kind of like this thing here. This one here, I mean, it goes pretty quick. All the thrusters are on the inside. And, except for these. I added these after the fact, little guys there, but he was like, hey, make me a jet ski, and look what it turned out to be. No. It's not what I asked for. I know. Jet skis are a bastard. And so I went on the workshop, right? They're like, oh, jet skis for Waterworld. Well, I don't know what the hell settings they were using. You know, like maybe anti-gravity, because they didn't work at all. I mean, they sank right to the bottom. There was no air chamber at all. There were hydrogen tanks, so I don't know if there's a feature in there where you can make oxygen tanks, and because that would be cool. Small oxygen tubes on the bottom of a jet ski, that would be really cool. But it doesn't work on the one I play on. So yeah, there's that. And I do have a bob. These are so expensive. Not on where I'm working right now, but on the server. It's so expensive. And for whatever reason, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the building repair system. I love those, but I don't use them all the time because I like doing things. But the small ones for small grids, dude, even with grabby hands, it takes like 2 buddies. You got to have like 2 or 3 people. You could never like lift it. And cranes are not really having a good time. I was doing everything with cranes, right? But for some reason, small grid subgrids are exploding. I'm not sure why. They just explode all the time. So I'm like, man. So I made a crane on my vehicle, right? Because I'm out there scrapping and having a heyday grabbing parts. Because you can't weld. You just have to recover parts. I don't know if you guys ever do scrap land or whatever the hell it's called, scavenge. And you have to go get the part, load it on your truck, bring it back. But if I had to stop playing that one because freaking cranes get blown up. I'm like, dude, I'm making the perfect. Look, I just recently started learning how to do cranes, right? I'm not a professional, but I asked the guy how to do it, and I immediately picked up on that. I said, oh, okay, that makes sense. Boom, and it worked perfect. I had two different kinds of cranes. One that you actually ride on the tip. You control it while you're on the tip, so you can come right down and see what you're hooking onto and how you're rotating. Whereas everybody else was doing it from like this end, looking at the crane, right? Oh my, I gotta hope for the best. You know what I mean? But using that helm, it's lightweight. You know, you can make it like a little area there. You can actually jump and control it from there. That's what I like to do. Kind of like a cherry picker or somebody working on the high power line. You know what I mean? Or cutting branches out of a tree. You're on the actual end of the crane doing shit. Whereas everybody else likes to do it sitting in the cockpit way down here and just whacking that thing all over the place. And I don't mean it like that. Why did he say that? I don't know. Cut it out. Nope. We're going to leave it in. What's over here? Does this thing work? There you go. So anyway, that's what I've been doing. Somebody asked me, what the hell you been doing? This is what I've been doing. So, yeah. I'm a lunatic. I'm not even sure why. Anyway, you guys have a good one. I'll catch you next time. Later.